Hello the people of Vestin here, playing News Tower. It's not the final version. Alas, it's version 0.12.103.R. An early access build, so odds are I will never post this.
Like hell you won't.
Well, depending on how desperate I turn out to be, whatever. Let's play through the interactions, play through everything. I'll presumably play this game once it comes out. I have just been fascinated by it ever since I played it during that fateful Next Fest. Enthralled, I tell ya. You're playing the music already, but it's just 79%. There we go. It's been years, but I can still smell the air. It was thick with aspirations, as your father and I started our journey across the vast ocean. New York was the place to be at the turn of the century, and so that's where our dream took us. My sincere condolences for the loss of your father. I think it's time they show the stories and photographs that formed our past. Arrive on a little island. We came with a purpose, a shared dream to one day establish our own newspaper. You know, you aren't merely part of a family. You're rooted in a lineage of publishers. Ink runs through our veins. We're born to tell and, more importantly, sell our stories. With our pockets light as a feather, we had to start from the bottom. We built a ramshackle newsstand and sold others' newspapers. But paper by paper, we started to build our own story. We called our newspaper... And this is something I should have come up with before arriving at this juncture. Let's think about this. We're gonna call it Vestin Times. I think a little later, we were hitting scoop after scoop. Our ink-stained pen became a lethal weapon, taking down corrupt politicians left and right. If you were somebody back then, you were somebody because of us. Yet life wrote some unforeseen chapters. Your father had to head back home, and I was left to lead our dream on my own. Nowadays, my stories don't seem to hit the same way. With the economic crash and debts mounting, the persistent deadline finally caught up to me. With no success in sight, I turned to you. Welcome to New York City. It's a pressing matter. It is time to pass the torch. Our legacy cannot fall prey to these foreclosure wolves. It's a sacred trust to be kept within the family. I bought you a ticket to come to New York. A taxi will await you at the terminal and take you to our Brooklyn office. While my journey now leads elsewhere, my retired secretary Eleanor will be there to guide you. She will have you up and printing in no time, but brace yourself, for this city never sleeps. Best wishes, your uncle. New York. Oh, there it is. Brooklyn, New York. 1929. Why is there a police car here? Well, we are about to find out. Thank you, officer. We'll stay in touch. Have a good day, ma'am. Oh, hello there. You must be a new publisher. You seem taken aback, my dear. I would say. Perhaps your uncle didn't disclose the full story. I apologize for this mess. Allow me to shed light on the situation. Yes, Eleanor? Our newspaper has been struggling tremendously with dwindling readership and mounting debts. An unfavorable combination. Yes. Last night, one of the debt collectors paid us an unwelcome visit. It appears that your uncle has unsavory connections. You don't say. To be frank, the recent financial crisis has pushed us to the brink of foreclosure. Yes, I have been notified of that. Your uncle saw no way out and sought external financing options. Unfortunately, his plans didn't unfold as anticipated, but his intentions were noble. Yeah, I bet they were. You're his final hope. And it all revolves around the man depicted in the painting right above us. No, not that man. The one who was once our esteemed boss, your late father. The great publisher Antoine Van End. May his soul rest in peace. Alright. But no time to linger. We need a newspaper to be printed this Sunday. Oh, I've got to make every letter count and prevent this looming foreclosure. Yes, we do. Yes, we do indeed. I've gone through the tutorial and... It is a publisher. Let's meet our remaining staff. I've introduced you to our only remaining employees. That's grim. Blazanov and Dennis, say hi. Hi. How you doing? Blazanov is operating our telegraphing station. It's our line of communication with the world outside. Right, Blaz. You keep doing that. That's right. As a matter of fact, I'm getting some hot news in right now. You stop bouncing there, Blazanov. Give me a minute. Sure, Blazanov. In the meantime, I've got something to show you. Yes, Eleanor? This is where you come in. See the blue arrow? Indeed I do. This shows your advancement in the week. Okay, well here. Our goal is to get a newspaper out every Sunday. Right. So no time to waste. Yeah, no kidding, it's Wednesday. I'll give you some tips along the way. Pay attention to those blue boxes. Why are you pointing at Thursday though? It's Wednesday. Good luck. WSAD, right mouse button. Zoom in, zoom out. We're almost done, boss. Blazanoff's working hard. Yes. Bingo. Is that our first reporter? Yes. There's the globe. This lamp here represents Mr. Blazanov's telegraphing desk. Yes, I understand. When the light's on, that means the line of communication is open, allowing you to send reporters over to report on the events. What? How does that mesh with... I thought he receives the news over the wire, but then again, no, I'm sending people there manually. Well, no, actually. Fascinating. So how does this work? I guess I could interview people remotely. It'll make perfect logical sense. Sometimes I send people into the field and then have to pay travel costs and all these sorts of things. But ordinarily, I guess I do get the news remotely. So how does that work exactly? All right, we do have this guy, the telegraph operator, and this guy is a reporter. Two very separate jobs. Okay, when the lights on, that means a line of communication is open, allowing you to send reporters over to report on events. This is where Mr. Blazanov found our news source. Click on it to dive in and begin reporting. This is what we call a news board. The call of each news item lies in its story file. Every news item has at least one. That does make sense. You can get more files, but you gotta investigate them sequentially. However, Wall Street stock crash. However, ultimately, you gotta send a report to them. You're dealing with an economy story, as indicated by this requirement. Only reporters with an economy skill can be assigned here. Ha! Why would you assume that I cannot assign reporters to stories they know nothing about? Have you... Never mind. This reporter has the skill we need. Drag his card to the story file. Total panic going around. As you can see, he started working on the item straight away. This story file will take 6 hours to report on. An economy tag was gained from this report. It's all about the story tags, yes, you'll see later. Okay, so... An economy tag was gained from this report. I've already gone through the tutorial. I'm desperately trying to mesh these ideas with the ones I am going to be presented with further down the line. I'm trying to understand everything holistically. I'm trying to get a clear picture over here. I understand the importance of tags, but I'm desperately trying to figure out how they operate. I do believe this is a tag you receive upon a given story. Now you get a tag on a story based on files inspected, and each story has at least one file. Mostly, if they're simple stories, you only get one file over here, one thing to investigate, and that's it. That's what you report on. However, if you have additional files, usually you have to go through them sequentially, or you have to make choices, but that means that you can acquire additional tags. In other words, you can pursue a particular angle on a given story. So you can have a political story that can be tied to the economy, or a political story that can be tied to a scandal. You can do all sorts of things, depending on how you wish to present things. When the story file is completed, a report containing an economy tag is brought to your tower. It then has to be processed into a final article that can be placed in your newspaper. I see. This does make perfect logical sense, doesn't it? Ah, yes, if the news is very, very local, then sure, we send out a guy and he goes out and interviews people. That's the reporter, obviously. So, we get a wire, and that's what the telegraph operator works with. And when he's done, when he receives news, okay, a light bulb goes off. That means, okay, we can send a guy. We have a line of communication, we're dealing with this issue, that's taken. Actually, no, a light bulb being on means it's available. I'm not sure how it's displayed if it's in active use, but whatever. Either way, you send out a reporter to actually investigate what is going on. It's not something the telegraph operator is gonna do. However, the end product over here, the reporter is gonna bring you, in the end, is a dossier. You're going to get news written down, but you have to actually make that into an article. Let's head back to the tower. Just click somewhere outside of the news board. Hi again. Those maps are really a number on our equipment. I'm not consistent with the voice, I'm sorry. This used to be where our typesetter worked. An essential part in the newspaper production process. Yes, I know, clearly, obviously it is. Reporters would come back and deliver the reports here. Over there is where the typeset reports were assembled. Getting them ready to print. Yes, understandable. Unfortunately, both of them were destroyed. These were both typesetting tables. And the good people working them got so scared they left. Anyway, I'm getting emotional. Let's clean this mess up and start over. We need to buy new ones, so at least one new one. Dispose of the broken typesetting desk and the assembly table. Okay, so here's the deal. As far as the process is concerned, the reporter writes down the final version of the text. You know, not just collected notes. He collects notes along the way and then compiles them into the actual final version, I guess. It's not the article quite yet, but it's something that will become the article soon enough. Now, once he's done with that, ultimately you have to typeset the entire thing so it's ready for printing. It's, What's the difference between these two stations, though, and who works there? I'll have to find out. But either way, yes, you get the text, and then you have to arrange the letters to have the text in the version that's gonna end up being printed. This is a typesetting desk, and this is the assembly table. So I presume at the typesetting desk you put the little letters together, and then at the assembly table you take all of them. I do believe you make them into a form of sorts. Pour molten lead over them or something like that, and then make a sort of a cast that you then fill with ink. Which way is it? No, I don't think you just color the page red and have the letters be white, although you could hypothetically do that. That's a waste of ink. No, presumably you cover the letters in ink and the rest remains, well, it's sunk into the material, so... Oh my goodness, I can't remember which way, which term applies to which. There's embossing and there's something else, but I couldn't tell you. Either way, I think that's the general idea. You have to arrange the little letters first to form what's going to be in the article, and then you you use that to create this sort of a cast mold or whatever that's going to have ink over it further down the line that you then use to keep on printing. But you can't just take these letters. You're not going to use them directly. You just assemble them to then make the cast. Typesetting desk. Done. And then the assembly table. All right, and we need to get them. Typesetting desk. Can I read about them? Can you tell me about the typesetting desk? Only one available. Great. Converts report into text slug. See? It tells you what it does. Durability. What about it? Whatever. Every desk needs an employee. Click here to assign somebody. A typesetter is going to be needed here. They seem good for the job. Drag the file onto the desk. As you can see, here's our staff. Here are the reporters. Yeah, the reporters, people who work in production, and the utility staff. No utility staff whatsoever. One person works in production, but he's... Oh, I understand. If you work in production, you can do all these things, hypothetically. You can operate the telegraph, you can deal with typesetting, or you can deal with assembly. Makes perfect logical sense to me. I see. Here you are dealing with people... Oh dear. They can do typesetting or assembly, but they have absolutely no skills whatsoever. Well then. I don't really have access to better people quite yet. Right, John. You'd better learn on the job. Build an assembly table. Gotcha. Completes slugs and engraves graphics for printing. Well done. Every desk needs an employee. Click here to assign somebody. He seems good for the job. Alright, Brad. You're going to take those slugs. Waiting for the reporter to come back, yeah. Taking too long? Fast forward. No. I'm fine. I'm just fine. Gonna handle matters. In my own time. There's so much I have to deal with, my goodness, so much! Ugh. But presumably, I ought to actually follow the tutorial for a while. Let's do that. And then I'll, of course, rearrange everything. Well, gee, well, because we have a new story over here. Well, hold on, no. Has that original story been delivered? Yeah, well, I'm not gonna hold down anything. I don't know, I know what I'm doing. What views are there? There's the normal view. This view number 2 is what? The elevation view. 3 and 4 are inaccessible. Ah, influence points, interesting. Well, can I check? It hasn't been unlocked yet. It's so unfortunate. Alright, the reporter brings in the report over here. Gets converted into a slug. I'm totally rookie though, so excuse me if this takes a minute. You put them together, man. Put them together, I have faith in you. I hope you know your alphabet. Logos help me. You just gotta put letters in order. It's really not that difficult. Monitor news items. Yes, I will. Here you can see the tags that you collect when printing this item. This shows the progress on your item's production. Every step represents a production desk in your tower. Once the bar is completely full, you can place the item in your newspaper. You can throw away individual parts of a story here. Editing is sometimes a necessity when there's no more time left to complete a story, but you still want to print the completed parts. I'm sorry, what? This is something I've completely forgotten, but yes, that is incredible. You can throw away individual parts of a story. So if you have something done, and my goodness, you don't have the time, you need to publish right here, right now, it'll be old news. It's better to publish something rather than nothing. And it's certainly better to publish early when you have incomplete information that may turn out to be completely wrong than, you know, to just wait a bit and publish it later. After all, you gotta get the information out there. Doesn't matter if it's true or not. It can't be old. So yes, since quite a few stories, the simple ones, and I think by definition, that's what I'm going to call simple ones, only have one part, there's very little to throw out. You'll be left with just a headline. I'm not sure you can do that. Although, you know, I'm not sure you could have gotten away with that back in the day, but considering people's habits these days, I wouldn't put it past them to just be open to this sort of a model. Just the headlines. You know, disturbing as it is, I'm confident people would roll with this. As in, you'd have no articles whatsoever, just a headline, and people would read that. They would scroll through the headlines and be done. And at that point, you don't even have to do much research. You just gotta find out that something is amiss, come up with some catchy pun, and you're done. And you give them an impression that you kinda know what you're talking about. My goodness, this is disturbing. And I can, of course, be completely wrong. Maybe people care deeply about the truth and in-depth info. Who am I kidding? I'd love to be wrong. I love the idea that people out there actually desperately want to dig in. They want to explore things in depth. They want to understand them fully before they make their judgments. But yeah, I think if you were to construct some sort of a thingamajig, well, you just give people the headlines, they'd roll with it. I mean, that's probably what they do anyway. Yeah, they just take their phone, scroll through the headlines, and they're done. You don't even need to construct anything. But they wouldn't download a separate app either. They're too lazy. Whatever. You can throw out separate parts. Some outside influences might also demand omittance of certain topics. Oh, right. So if they demand that you omit something and you have a part of your story that's that, you can toss it away. Keep an eye out and make sure to edit well. The rewards could be quite worth your while. Clicking on this icon will direct you to the location the item is currently at. I mean, look. Now here it says reporting, then there's typesetting and there's assembly. Duh. You can click on this to get the report. And that is indeed something that's worth having, because then, say you get lost and you're trying to figure out what's happening with this story. Where is it? What's going on? If you click on the button and think, oh yeah, right, of course. We're typesetting it. I get it. Fair enough. You can also click the prioritize button. You bet, it's the only story we have. But since we have one reporter, Research is ready on one story. There's 0 items left to research. Might as well research this. Dennis, take care of the... Dennis, can you deal with the crime? Found dead on steps. He was right, almost done with his books, says Speakeasy acquaintance. For all that's holy, Eleanor. Keep your... Yeah. Cool your horses and hold your jets. In progress. So complete on Saturday as well. Fascinating. How you doing there, Bob? Idling. There's nothing to do. Ah, he's got the scoop, he's got the story, he's delivering it. To be typeset. Excellent. Almost done. Here's the news report. Typeset it. This has been typeset it. Assemble it. It's finished. Congrats! You've produced your first article. The final step is placing it in the printer. There she is! Bertha is what we used to call her. Oh, how she served us for many editions. Getting sentimental again. All that's left now is deciding a layout for this week. And maybe squeeze in some more news. I'm on it, Eleanor, I'm on it. I've got to run now, but I left you some blue notes again. See you next week. I know what to do, Eleanor. Oh, almost forgot. Yes? They left you a little present in the printer. Oh dear. This was article, Understanding Your Audience. This item's finished, yes. New publisher. That's me. Wall Street stock crash. Angry crowds form in front of banks. Cha-ching. Excellent choice. Thank you. I only had 2. For a bronze tag that is placed in the newspaper, you gain sales. Some tags are more valuable than others, but they're also harder to find and require more effort. This shows how many newspapers are expected to be sold by people on the streets. This is influenced by the tags that you place in your newspaper. Another way to increase sales is to have subscribers. We don't have any yet, but we'll get to that later. We sure will. Here you can see an estimation of how much money you will make when this newspaper is issued. Different layouts can give different results, so experiment. How are we doing with this? Completes on Friday. Well, we're almost there, almost there. So tell me, what's the status? What are we doing? We're assembling the story. 3 hours until we assemble the story. We'll hurry it up. It's done! Printing should be under P. I mean, my left hand is over here. It should be under something else. Q? Is there anything under Q? No? Well, guess what? Soon there will be. It's not gonna be under P, that's ludicrous. It's under Q, as in quick access to printing. Wait, I have the save for Papy McPaper face? Never mind that. Ignore that. Ignore that entirely. But it's fascinating. Yeah, I have the save from the demo. Presumably I could continue. How is that? No, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. Could mess with the... Look, if you have them on the same level, the order doesn't matter. And bada bing, bada boom, the order here doesn't matter either. This is about as much as we are, What? Fast forward, wait until Sunday to start rolling the presses. We don't have any more news to print. The news too soon. Fine. But I am done. I am ready. I love this though. Sunday morning, time to roll the presses. Oh yes. All right. Cha-ching. All right, little brother. New publisher, 4,000 newspaper sold. Every about the crimes, the creative artist, the detective, only the critic. Yeah, there we go. There we go. New publisher, people are fascinated. Ooh, a new player, huh? New newspaper, gotta check that one out. Literally a single page, you're telling me, and half of that page is them talking about themselves. Brilliant. Gotta have some. Sales revenue can I read? $800. I'm loaded. Newspaper price 20 cents. What a bargain. These are our best sales yet since we've started, or since I've started. Which tells you nothing because this is literally the first Sunday, first week, but hey. Here are wages, how unfortunate we gotta pay these people. Increased by 100%. I beg to differ. There's nothing there. Right, that's the recap. That's the recap. That's what we're dealing with. It's over $9,000. Leave the recap. Okay. Well, I'll be damned. They came back and destroyed our printer. We need to expand anyway. Let's go. Dispose of the old printer. Oh, brother, what have they done to you? I'm sorry, you have served us well all these years. Remove the desk, remove the cabinet, remove the plant. What are these even supposed to be? This is a reporter's desk. Like this reporter up here, we have a reporter. This is a desk ready for another reporter. Should I want a reporter? But what does the cabinet do? I do not understand. Tell me what the cabinets do. Very well. Never mind. Oh, a last ball desk. Remove the plant. Oh, they've even broken the potted plant. We can save the plant! No, it's presumably dead by now. A last ball plant. You have served us well as well. A sweeping station, a trash can, and sweeping. These mobsters really made a mess. Sorry, that's still. These mobsters really made a mess. We need somebody to clean this up for us. Yeah, clearly the most luxurious room out there, or rather, in here. Should be the one dedicated to the janitor's what a weird way of phrasing it. Either way, we gotta move these pictures, we gotta make this room smaller and so on. Every desk is unemployed, yeah, whatever, janitor. No one's gonna, you don't even have experience sweeping? Come on now. What is the guy's name? Eddie. Eddie. Handle this, Eddie. Kinda need your assistance here, Eddie. Add a fresh floor. It's gonna cost us $1,000. That's quite cheap. All right. A brand new floor. We get the stairs. That's lovely. Employees need to be able to reach new heights. Let's build a staircase. You don't have to tell me twice, I guess. Oh dear. I don't like this. I don't necessarily like this location, but whatever, fine, a staircase. Printer input, printer output. And something else. And a printer belt. Build input, output, link them up, and build a page module. Alright. Now listen here. We have the output. It's gotta be placed here. We have the input. And a page. No, I'll have to repel these eventually. Also, there's the belt. Yeah, I'm gonna belt you, alright. Oh. Alright, right, you just drag the thing. That's simple enough. Input, one page. Output. Much better than an old printer. Soon we'll be able to add more pages to this incredible machine. Should have settled on a voice ahead of time, and don't be afraid to rearrange the printer later. I am not afraid. It can even go through ceilings and walls. What? Let's expand our workforce. Oh my god, the news out there. Build a new telegraphic station. Hire and assign an extra researcher. I mean, that's glorious. Look. We presumably should take this little janitorial station. Plop it down over there. That's where the janitor is gonna be. That's where he belongs. Can't rotate these buildings, I'm afraid. You can move them, but that's about as much as they can do. We are going to make this as cramped as humanly possible, as horrible as that may be for the poor janitor who has to, you know, deal with this nonsense. He'll be just fine, though. How's the comfort view? Can't view the comfort view. How ironic. All right, whatever. We are going to separate people by role. I'm not sure if that's the best approach to it, actually. Maybe we shouldn't just keep reporters with reporters and then typesetters with typesetters. Maybe we should mix and match to a certain extent. I don't know. Maybe people should cross-pollinate ideas. Maybe we should... No. There's definitely, what do you even call it? There's economics of scale. If you have more reporters in one room, that's better than... Economics of scale sounds significantly better than synergy, right? Because the sum is more than just... The whole is more than the sum of its parts. The sum of parts is more than the sum of parts. No, by definition, Vestin, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, there's news out there. News like a cargo ship burned and sank. Send out a reporter there, please. That's, what? That's society. Dennis, get on it. Like they have so much water around. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, Dennis. You deal with that, and in the meantime, I'm going to build a new telegraphing station. Look at that light bulb. And a new reporter, I'll get on it soon enough. Don't you worry about a thing. Either way, I'm going to put this over here. We have the same guy assigned. I'm going to need Tom over here, I guess. Yes, he's got no skills in anything. Might as well assign him here. I love that they display inputs and outputs. You give him paper, out comes the news. Then you take a reporter, he takes the news, out comes the report. Yes, we've been through this. Shouldn't make this too cramped. How happy... whatever. I'll deal with that soon enough. Reporter's desk. And presumably we're going to need another reporter out there. The Globe. +1 society, +1 research, I think. +1 telegrapher. The Globe helps with telegraphy. I see. It helps with society. Okay, so on a telegrapher it helps with his telegraphing skills. Otherwise, on a reporter it helps with society. Here, have a globe. Enhance the telegrapher or reporter see the results. You can see a blue arrow is added, indicating the employee's skill has been boosted by the object. Over time, employees will gain experience, which will also increase their skill. Higher skill levels will translate into faster production times. That's fascinating. Can I give him more globes? Alas, you can give a man a second globe, but that'll not help. The globe buff is unique, and you can't buff... There are no benefits to a man having 3 globes on his desk over the benefits provided by him having a single globe. Which I guess stands to reason, doesn't it? Alright, can you understand society better if I give you a globe, good man? It's $50, I'm gonna give you all globes. And you're gonna like it. So no one here, so no one's buffing him. This guy can deal with politics, entertainment, and sports. See, this is the man we need. Here we have Dennis. Now Dennis can deal with crime, economy, and society. He can deal with politics, entertainment, or sports. So these people have completely distinct skills. If I send one to do a job, the other one cannot possibly do it, because they don't have any cross-pollination of tags. But I will change soon enough. Alright, I understand the buffs, I understand. What else can we get over here? Here's what we can do as far as structures are concerned. Your reporting tools, the reporter's desk. Reporting accessories, the globe. Production things. The telegraphing station, yes. I've placed one here. Production accessories, the globe. Utility things, the sweeping station. Yep. Comfort things, the red apple painting. Also trash cans. It counters trash. The red apple deals with a lot of stuff, although it costs $100. It's presumably worth it though. Why is it exclusive? Only one available. Alright then, well. Gentlemen, this is your red apple. The big apple, I say. And red too. Here's a small lamp. Yep, that is a small lamp. And of course, stuff for printing. Can't build any more input or output modules, which stands to reason with only printing a single paper. And here's the stash. If you want to put something, if you want to take something but you don't want to throw it away, you can just put it in the stash. Who are you? We already have a janitor, don't we? Yes, we do. Well, I'm not gonna hire a second one. Luxury. Ah, yes, right, stories. This is being researched. Notice that now we have an extra lamp here. Every lamp gives us one spot for handling news and the globe. The more telegraphers you have, the more news you can do at the same time. Indeed. So, research is ready over here. Ah, I see the other telegraphers researching another story. Understandable. Sent a reporter out to deal with this story, so this is taken. Go in depth on our story. Oh, really? Ah, we can go more in depth on this news. Can we? Yunis Harbor. Cargo ship burned and sank. Dark side fire spread to the ships, severely damaging the... What else? There's more to the story. Ah, going more in depth on... Sorry, that's no. Going more in depth on the article gives us more tags while only taking up one spot on the newspaper. This is great for our sales. More stuff on a single story. How fascinating. So it's society and politics. Ronald, deal with the politics side. I said for years, safety regulations need to be carried out, says Mayor. Now there's a man brave enough for politics. Keep on researching, my telegrapher. We've got the story. Well, typeset it then. What is it? There's a whole newspaper to fill this week. Let's send some reporters out. I'm on it. This employee is currently unavailable. Pick somebody else. Or wait for the reporter to come back. Ronald is certainly unavailable. Or, hold on. How's our staff? Well, let's see now. I just want to see our reporters. That's politics, isn't it? We only have Ronald. And what is he busy with? Yeah, he's reporting. That's quaint. And that story I've sent him to deal with. I guess I'm going to need more people if I am to report on these stories. No, that's our staff. We need people from the job bank. You're kidding me. There are no reporters on offer? None? Well then, I have a reporter, but he doesn't have the skills, and I have a reporter who's got the skills, but he's busy. Right? I think he's handed in his report. Ronald, deal with this, please. On the eve of election, Walker rests his record, LaGuardia attacks efficiency, while Thomas calls for faith among voters. A story on politics, gotta love him. Alright, telegrapher, give me another story. What is it? A new story, bridges and bottlenecks. Yes, Dennis, handle this. That's economy. Congress traffic experts urge adequate maintenance to many bridges. Yeah, deal with the bridge story. Researchers ready on both. Can conduct more research. My reporters are currently busy. They're on a mission. How are we doing with these? Oh, I see. A completely different angle. Actually, it's just typesetting for this story at this juncture. Yes. We're dealing with a new... We're dealing with two stories simultaneously. There's this politics story, and then there's this economy story. That's, it. And we'll pause, so we're not actually making any headway, now are we? Can't make things any faster this way. But yes, now that I have unpaused, we're doing a bit better. We can end that in, but I gotta have a free reporter and a free telegrapher to be able to deal with the story. Otherwise, we're kind of stuck, aren't we? Alright. Both of the stories have been handed in. There's just one more story left this week. That's it. That's, we're gonna hit the limit on stories. There are going to be no more stories whatsoever. We're doing pretty well, though. We're doing quite well. We have a limited space anyway. Here's the final story. Melange beats Jones. Whoever it is, Ronald, deal with this. A sports story. By split decision in 10 rounds in Philadelphia. Go and do research. This has been newspaper as possible by collecting those shiny tags. The more rare they are, the better. If you place the same tag, come on people, on a page more than once, you earn even more sales. Tag combos. Oh, there are negative tags, we don't want those. Society politics. Politics, economy, and sports. This item isn't finished yet. Only fully produced items can be placed in your newspaper. Here you can see how long it will still take. Don't worry, we can still use it for next week's edition. I bet we can. Right, of course. Well, nothing is ready. Place your finished article. Gladly. Right there on the front page. Great, I have 2 more spots and 3 articles incoming. Well, well, well. We are certainly going to go with the politics story, so let's prioritize this. And we might as well go with the economy, I guess. Not sure what people are more interested in. We shall see. Cha-ching! Almost done. Fine, prioritize this. It's the only thing, so not much of a priority, but whatever. Will this do better? Doesn't matter. What gets older faster? The stupid story on bridges or the story on sports? Presumably a story on sports. Well, we're printing sports then. Presumably reordering them won't change it. Oh, no, 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 no. The cargo ship has 2 tags. That's more important. Yeah, I like this layout. That's about it. That's all she wrote. For all the presses. There we go, hot off the presses, printing in progress. 7,000 new papers sold, record sales. The best and fastest way to learn a sport is to watch and imitate a champion. A politician is a fellow who lay down your life for his country. Yeah, cynical, that's the way I like it. Cha-ching! Sales revenue, $1,400. Ha ha ha. Look at this. Progress has been made. Welcome to the New York City map. This is where we are located. We can expand our business to these neighboring areas. I understand. We can expand our business here. The people in this district like to see these tags in your next newspaper edition. You mean would like to see. So crime and sports. Very highbrow, guys. Good choice. You can play 1 district every week. Ah, you bet I will. What about this though? Alright, that's the button I pressed to come back. Here's an overview of what we need to print to win over the district. The sports story. That's great. We've just printed a sports story. View comfort levels. That's presumably number 2. Number 3. This view mode shows how comfortable areas in your tower are. Green represents a comfortable environment. Red represents an uncomfortable environment. Some machines cause a lot of discomfort, like the printer. Nobody likes to work next to such an oily industrial machine. We can build walls to limit the negative areas, or add another flaw. Let's build a wall with a door to contain the discomfort. Click on an icon to view objects that can help counter certain types of discomfort. Placing this object will help with countering this annoyance. Then how it affects your employees. Here's the acoustic panel. You also have to deal with the heat. I'll do it, even though there's nothing here. There's no one there. The noise, yes, of course. Let's see how this employee is feeling. Click on the button. The comfort levels of the environment affect this ball. It plays an important role in the overall concentration of the employee. Keep all the stats high. Keeping all the stats high will bring happiness to the employee and increase that employee's productivity. If the overall concentration becomes too low, all work may start to work stopping. I see. The dedication to the cause is outstanding. I can actually rename these people. Fascinating. Can literally take this guy and change his name. And he will accept it. The article was finished a week ago and therefore became old news. For every red tag you print, you will lose a bit of sales. Oh no. It might be worth it, however. Old news will be automatically removed after 1 week. Yeah, you're not gonna print news from a fortnight ago. Alright then. Let's make these people happy. It's too much noise over here. How about I give you people a nice acoustic panel? That ought to quieten things. That'll do, I guess. We can use these buttons to prioritize our research. This can help you find what your readers want faster. Every tag belongs to a category. If you're not sure which category a tag belongs to, hovering over it will give you a hint. Let's focus on crime and sport, please. Who can we hire? Click here for an overview of your entire staff. Any skills and reporters that we don't have? Crime, politics, and sports. We do have crime, politics, sports. What else? Economy, entertainment, society. Economy, entertainment, society. Crime, entertainment. Hold on. There's only 6 categories in there. Yes, there is. So we have people with every single talent. We could focus on crime and sports. Anyone here with crime and sports? Yeah. Bernard, for instance. Same goes for Curtis, I guess. I could hire another reporter. I would need another desk, though. Though that's not a problem, is it? Give me another desk. There we go. Third desk. And a sign. This guy. That's your desk now, buddy. Though presumably we're going to need a third telegrapher to make use of this, I guess. Unless, of course, there are stories that overlap in what they deal with. Should I assemble this stuff upstairs? I don't know anymore. Guess hypothetically they could. Yeah, it's because I need more space for these guys. I can fit 5 people here, but I need a 6th spot. Need another telegrapher. Well, I could fit him over here, I guess. Boarding production, there we go. Another telegraphing station. It's gonna produce some noise. We can muffle this. Alright, do you people have... Oh, you people have skills. Alright. I need someone who can do research. They all have... Well, no, Stella doesn't have telegraphy skills. I'm not expecting telepathy over here, alright? That's 1 point of skills and you expect the same pay? Get lost, buddy. Typesetting and telegraphy. Fine. Gladys, this is your desk now. Godspeed. Alright then. Wall with a doll. Some light. A clock. People love those. My goodness, do people love clocks. But if I give her another clock, she's gonna be even more happy. This is incredible. Also, gonna give her a potted plant. And, of course, I'm gonna give her a globe. Brilliant. Excellent. Maybe I could have isolated these noisy guys to a single room, but whatever. Haha, a story. Ah, a story in sports and a story on crime. Loaded pistol. Found at playground. Skip this story if it's not what you're looking for. Oh, this is absolutely what I'm looking for. This will free up a line of communication in the tailor. I can further search for a new item. Since research is limited, sometimes it's missing news that's not important. It's the way to go. Judging on a version of news early on is a skill developed only by the finance publishers. Yeah, I get it, whatever. We are going to send... Dennis is experienced as far as society is concerned. Bernard doesn't know anything about anything. So there's a chance I'll get a society story, for which I'll need Dennis. Let's send this guy who knows nothing. Two skilled teens find weapon from nightly liquidation. Yes, I'm sure they were mortified. And a sports story. That's what I'm looking for. I know, I understand. I understand. Ronald, get on with it. Fairy Papa takes lead in bowling tournament. Outstrikes Ada Harris in 2-day individual title match. Glorious. You go on and research that. It's 2 stories. Actually, yes, let's focus on those areas exclusively. Find me another one either on crime or on sports. We need to add more pages, but we can't do that quite yet. Even if I wanted to. Story on politics, eh? Well, skip the story if it's not what you're looking for. As a matter of fact... will remain open until you close it. I understand. People, one of is free. I understand. Dennis over here is free. He deals with crime, economy, and society. He can't deal with this. He can't deal with politics. He's not brave enough for politics. We weren't even researching this, but whatever, fine. People will take care of the story soon enough. The old news is ready, I guess. We could hypothetically put it up there. People are gonna be somewhat upset, but whatever. We're still gonna sell newspapers. We don't need this, though. We have better stories to place. Alright, let's unpause it. It's kinda... It's highly pointless, in fact, to just keep the game paused and keep on waiting. I want that crime story, and I want it well, basically yesterday, I guess. Once the crime story is done, Bernard will be freed. Once Bernard is free, well, actually, either one of those can possibly deal with this nonsense. Oh, hold on, they're all free now, huh? No, hold on. Ugh, they're busy delivering, though. It's handing in the story. Come on, hand in the story, people. Hand it in. Oh, you can't typeset both at the same time. Of course you can't. That's okay. Surely typesetting doesn't take that long. Alright. I know. Stop telling me this. Bernard! Deal with it. Mayor election votes counted. The official figures gave Mayor James J. Walker a plurality over Fiorello H. LaGuardia. Fascinating. Alright, guys. Alright. We're dealing with this. 3 more stories. 3 more stories this week. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I have additional people hired. More stories. Yeah, but I'm running low on money. Turkey growers unite. Dennis, you'll have to deal with turkeys, I'm afraid. What about this nonsense? Well, Dennis, you know quite a lot about society, I guess. So, marooned on small rock. People's interest. Fine, whatever. Dennis, deal with this nonsense. Absolute nonsense. We're going to research everything. It's pointless because we don't have enough pages to fit these stories. But hey, we are going to research this stuff. Oh, we're running low on paper, huh? Dangerously low on paper. I have nowhere to place extra papers, so never mind that, I guess. We need Dennis free to be able to deal with this. This is idling. The final story is being researched. It's fine. It's fine. We have more people than we actually need. Uncomfortable. More workplaces. Move some stuff around. Ah, yes. Trash. Of course that's an issue. Well. Well then, there's a number of things I could hypothetically do. First of all, the most typical bloody thing I ever do. I could just put the janitor upstairs, relegate him there. Presumably typesetting and other things like that will be handled up there as well. No light. That's a good point. Fine, your little closet will now have light. You're right next to the printer, but then again, your comfort doesn't matter that much. Now then, can I actually fit these two bozos upstairs? I mean, if I do... Maybe just the assembly, how about that? That sounds vaguely reasonable. Can just put the assembly table up there. Look at this tiny janitorial closet. Space efficient. The reporters will be walking in and out, so presumably I should place them reasonably near the door. So I could have two reporters over here, 3 telegraphers here, plus 2 reporters, or 3 telegraphers and 1 reporter, and more reporters on the right. Now they have to deliver the articles to the typesetter, which takes them a non-zero amount of time. And that accounts for every single reporter out there. Yeah, so for all I know, the typesetter should be easily accessible. Yeah, and then he needs to go upstairs to have things assembled. So a bit of renovating then. All right, so 3 telegraphers in a single room. Fair enough. Need to deal with trash. That's going to be relatively easy, just give them trash cans. Actually, I would have a trash can, I guess. So it's 1 reporter over here. Do I have the typesetter right next to the door? Guess I could. No one's stopping me. Yeah, and more reporters over here. Yeah, because the typesettings to receive the stories, then the stories need to be brought up, etc. Whereas the reporters do come and go, but they just go through the deliver to the typesetter and go back to the desks. So making the desks go over there seems reasonable. What? How did I get on this screen? No. Oh, right, buying accessories, never mind. Presumably you're going to need a trash can over here. One communal trash can. That ought to do it. Also, how about a single globe? Fine, I can also give you potted plants. If there's one thing I've learned from, say, theme hospitals, it's that potted plants basically make everyone happy. Oh, and clocks, of course. Basically, nothing makes a man more happy than a clock. Especially a well-placed clock. A woman too, I guess. That's a lot of happiness that has just been bought with 2 clocks. And then there's this miserable room, but then again it has the red apple, so... what more could you possibly desire? Alright. Alright, excellent. Telegraphers over here. Then there's a single sad reporter over there. 2 reporters over here. And of course the typesetting desk. You assemble upstairs. There's the janitorial closet through which you have to go on your way to the printer. Right, what do we have? What else do we need? Dennis, you could go there. What about this story? Oh, Ronald could deal with this. Well, Ronald, you deal with this. Dennis, you deal with that. And we are going to get every single story done. There's no more stories left. There's no more news to be had. And it's just Wednesday. We are really ahead on schedule, aren't we? You might think news happened. News doesn't happen. Not at all. News happens at your pace. You research things quickly enough, nothing is gonna happen for the rest of the week. That's just it. It's just the way the world works. Oh, you have emptied the trash can. That's glorious. Oh, I can place the trash can beneath the desk. Excellent. I'll place it beneath the globe. Your desk shall be moved again. Oh my goodness, it's like office space. I'm sorry, but it had to be moved. What? Are you... I leveled up with typesetting. Gee willikers, John, I'm proud of you. I really am. You're awesome. Ugh. Fine. You know, as much as I adore the idea of you having all these plans, how about you deal with your overwhelming trash problem? It's a medium plant. The medium plant cannot go on desk. That's where small plants belong. Janet, empty the trash can. Come on. Come on, old buddy, old pal. New! The water cooler. I see. What a fascinating device. I am puzzled, but intrigued. Yes, that's kind of... Really? Just 50 more bucks for printing this horrifying story about a loaded gun on a playground. Come on, people, I expected more from you. We gotta add more pages, clearly. 3 articles? That's That's a pittance. That's next to nothing. Look at this, there's no more news and it's Thursday. Well, this will be done on Saturday, Friday, Sunday, Monday on the turkey growers. What a way of phrasing things. We need crime and sports. We've got sports ready. Yes, we also have what? Yes, we have crime and we have sports. Let's ditch this. We also have this ready, but it's from last week. No one wants that. At least I don't. If it bleeds, it leads. We're putting crime at the top. One more story. It can either be on crime or on sports. It's gonna be neither. It's going to be either politics, society, entertainment, or economy. That's about it. Those are the options we have. Presumably whichever finishes first. What? Someone is getting first to build a water cooler. You're gonna have to tutorial me through the water cooler acquisition. Employee needs. Yes, clearly, the water cooler. Here you go, people. Here's a water cooler. Knock yourselves out. Go nuts. The toilet and the sink, also the mirror, the tiles. Glorious, yes. All right, presumably we're going to put the toilet up here. You people and your expectations. Fine. Here's a toilet. We're going to need to use paper for that. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We have a surplus of useless paper. We can recycle that. Mirrors counters smells. Intriguing. Fine, give me a wall. And one with a door at that, I guess. Gotta memorize these symbols. Gotta finally memorize these symbols. The elephant is cheaper. Yes, it is, but it's also not sufficiently effective. But it doesn't require power. How about tiles? Tiles help. Perfect. Look at this bathroom. It's cozy. It's tiny, pathetically tiny, but hey, we are space efficient. Perhaps I have played Theme Hospital a bit too much. They don't have to function in these cramped spaces. Don't they? This is New York. Of course they do. And they will. We have the two stories we need. We need the first story we can have. Come on, people. On with it. And out with it. My telegraphers are doing sweet FA because we have researched all the stories already. My reporters, likewise, are busying themselves with not much whatsoever because we have already written all the articles. Now it's just, yes, it's just typesetting and assembly which is slowing everything down, isn't it? Now that should give me a bit to think about. I might need a second typesetter. I'm not sure how long assembly is taking over there, but yes, typesetting these stories seems to be the current bottleneck, and unsurprisingly so. I have what, 3 telegraph operators, 3 reporters, and a single typesetter. Of course he's going to be the bottleneck. Once all the stories come pouring in, the poor typesetter over here is gonna typeset all the stories. Just 3 to 1, he's outnumbered. Alright then, what do we take? Because we're basically ready to print at this juncture. What do we want? The election results? Or the rock story? 800. Election results, please. And yes, we're printing this. Current paper, required paper. We actually don't have enough paper. Oh, wow. Oh, that's bad. Paper will be supplement. We need to buy more paper. Cha-ching. Politicians are lie, they misspeak. And they don't steal, they mispocket. Who doesn't love a good match? Alright, it's the current situation. Cha-ching indeed. Sales revenue, $800. Pathetic. But we have unlocked Williamsburg. Completed. 2 points of influence have been awarded. All in all, not that bad. However, all in all, we are actually losing money. Well, actually, no. Well... Well, we did earn 800. Yes, and then we spent 490. So yeah, we are coming out on top of Burley. This guy worked hard last week and earned enough experience to level up. This shows the skill that the employee has leveled up, and this combined with desk accessories can vastly improve the work speed. Higgins is great at typesetting, and unsurprisingly so, he's our only typesetter at this juncture. We probably should hire a second typesetter. The more somebody works, the more experienced they become. Take care though, as experienced employees may become a bit more needy. That is fine by me. We can expand. Oh, Wall Street, no. How about we try this place? They want sports and something adventurous. Is this easier? These people want society news and entertainment. These people want alarming crime stories. Let's talk with the mafia guys first. I knew your uncle very well. I'm saddened by his sudden... This represents a requirement for the next issue of your newspaper. If you can satisfy our requirements, these are the rewards that will be paid out. I invested on in your business, you see, and it's time I see some returns. I should have read it, but whatever, I've read it in the demo. Everybody can print a good story, but not printing politics this week might pose a challenge. I don't want these so-called leaders fear-mongering your readers. Gotcha. The Shrouded Trail. Print no politics this week. Get full influence points and $400. $500. Required. Gotcha. No politics. Excellent. You can play one of these per week. No politics. It's as simple as that. No politics. If people are interested in sports and adventure, crime and alarming, society and entertainment. Crime economy. Crime. Crime society sports, that's a bit more difficult. We have one archived in the drawer. Yeah, let's go for this. So we need crime and an alarming story probably related to crime. Monday, January 1930. I think you're ready to proceed on your own now. This will be the last you hear from me in person for a while. As usual, I've left some small tips for you on the way. But don't hesitate to explore on your own. There are many ways to run a successful news empire. Oh, and by the way, let's expand our newspaper with an extra page, shall we? You may have to move some stuff around, but I promise you it's worth it. Good luck. Thank you, Eleanor. Thanks a bunch. More pages. Oh yeah, because we have plenty of stories. We have so much to tell, and so little time to tell it in. We need more paper. Let's order paper. Also, we'll show on space. We need another floor. Do we need another floor? Because I'm confident I can cram all of this in. I can totally do it. And we don't have a lot of money anyway. There you have it, humble beginnings, settling in effectively an extensive tutorial. Where do we go from here with the lack of paper, low funds, absent mental, and the second page module? I'm not gonna tell ya, but you can find out in the next part of my News Tower Early Access playthrough. Thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.